Hey, upper cervical family, Dr. Tedder here. Just got done working out, and sorry the video is dark, but it's before sunrise. So anyway, I'm calling to you because I was thinking about something as I was working out. Been reading a book lately by Dr. Carolyn Leaf. If you guys could see that, it's called Switch on Your Brain. Dr. Karen Leaf is a neuroscientist. She's a brain researcher. She's got her doctorate and PhD in brain research. She's also in Christian ministry, and I love this book because it's bridging the gap between science, the way the body was programmed to be, and relating that to what Scripture says. So I'd encourage you to read the book. But as I'm reading it and then working out this morning, I got a little thought flash. Sorry, I'm sweating. Thinking about talking with patients in the office, I find sometimes it can be very, very, very confusing on what upper cervical chiropractic is all about. A lot of people think it's an alternative medicine. Some people think it's a different therapy for a problem, meaning like, if you go to the medical doctor for a health problem, then you could try medications or medical help or go to the chiropractor. Sometimes people think it's a fix. Sometimes people think it's a symptom treater. And so if you're getting this video, you're on my email list, you've been in the office for quite some time, and when I get this question a lot, that makes me think, well, hey, it's time to re-anchor and reteach some of the principles about what we do. But so upper cervical care, it's not a treatment model. It's not a fix-it model. It's not an alternative to something else. Chiropractic is its own distinct philosophy, science, and art of healthcare. Based on the premise that you have your own intelligence. Upper cervical care has the philosophy and the understanding that your body was born programmed for love and health. And why I bring that up is because that's exactly what the leading research in healthcare says. You're not born for disease, you're not born for sickness, you're not born for some of these things. Yes, of course we do have some genetic mutations and things of that nature. Those things are they're different. But as far as the diseases we face today, which are lifestyle diseases, over 95% of the diseases we have, from cancer to chronic colds, are lifestyle in nature, which means that we've gone against the natural laws that God placed in our body. Our bodies are designed to heal, and I always tell patients, you're programmed for health and healing, but sometimes humans get in the way, and we just destroy this body that we live in, either from a lack of knowledge or from a numbness that we don't care. But upper cervical chiropractic plays a big role in the way your body heals due to the fact that our only purpose in upper cervical chiropractic care is to detect and correct atlas misalignments at the very top part of the neck. Because when you have an atlas misalignment, two things happen. The first thing that happens is it's going to take your head with it. So wherever that bone shifts out of place and gets stuck, and by the way, your body is 95% of the time fixes that on its own. But that 5% that it can't, it'll take your head and it'll make it crooked this way, or it'll make it crooked this way. And whenever you go this way or this way, your brain can't work on a tilt. It says so in the book, latest research. Your brain will misfire. Your brain will actually begin to die quicker. So what your body does, God put a reflex in your body called the righting reflex. And its sole purpose is to shift the body underneath to try to level the head and attempt so you don't die. So when your head gets locked here or your head gets locked here, your inside spine will start to change and rotate, twist, turn, whatever it's got to do to make your head level, which creates a crooked body. If you live in that body for weeks, months, and years at a time, it's going to wear out quicker. And we call that pain. We call that arthritis. We call that joint issues. We call that muscle spasms. And so if you live in a treatment model, people will treat all that other stuff and neglect the head alignment, and you always continually spiral out of control. And then you come into my office 50 years later, and we've got some severe decay arthritis. The other part of an atlas misalignment is spinal cord damage. So when the bone comes out of alignment at the top part of the neck, it literally shuts down your brainstem. And your brainstem is what controls and coordinates everything in your body. It controls thoughts, it controls emotions, it controls healing, it controls your immune system, it controls how you heal, it controls hormone, it controls everything. It is literally the computer of the entire body. And it's the only part of the body that attaches to an actual bone. So when that bone shifts out of place, research shows that your nervous system is shut down and can't work 60% less. Guys, that's huge. So upper cervical care really isn't a treatment of anything. What it is, it's designed to keep your body in proper alignment so that your Houston control, so your brain of your body that's already programmed to heal can do what it's doing. Because if the brainstem's choked off 100%, your nerves aren't going to work as good. Your stomach's not going to work as good. Your immune system's not going to work as good. Your thought processes aren't going to work as good. So upper cervical chiropractic is really about body performance. It's about getting your body to function at its highest levels possible. Which brings me to my last point before the video ends, and that's this. It's that, upper cervical chiropractic should be a lifestyle choice, a lifetime commitment. When you come to us, most patients, when they come to us and they go on an initial corrective program, meaning if you come to me and you're 58 years old, you're bringing me and Dr. Cave 58 years of spinal damage. Our job initially is is quality control. We've got to get that damage to stop. We've got to eliminate what the corruption that's taking place in your body. That could take anywhere from 3 months to 3 years to do. Once we get that stable as we can, then the real care begins. And we call that maintaining care, maintenance care. That's what I do. I get checked every 2 weeks of my life. I check my family every 2 weeks of my life at my house. Every Sunday afternoon, I get a checkup. I check my mom, my dad, my cousins, my patients. My best patients who get the most out of care have been with me longer than 3 years. Why? Because they're taking 40, 50, 60, 70 years, and we're trying to reverse as much as we can of that. It just takes the body time and energy to heal. So I want you to really understand that your body's programmed well. How do we know that? Well, we've been saying it for 300 years, but really what's happening is we see the science catching up with it now. The latest and smartest in research in the brain understands that the body was designed for health, love, and happiness. It's not designed for disease. How do you get there? Well, you've got to create an environment for that. The first and foremost is the upper cervical spine. If your computer's not working, it doesn't matter how much broccoli you eat or how much exercise you do. Your body's still performing at 40, 50, 60% of its capabilities. Hope that helps. Hope that helps. It helps a deeper understanding of what we're doing in the practice. When you come in and we're scanning and checking and adjusting and trying to get you to hold alignment. When you hold your alignment, you heal at your best. So keep that in mind. Love yourself. Love your friends. We love you. We appreciate you. By the way, happy Veterans Day tomorrow. I can't tell you that nothing more than I'm passionate about it than thanking veterans for giving me the freedom to do what I do for a living, for me to be a dad, for me to be a husband, for me to be alive and be able to do what I do and bless people. So I want to thank all the veterans out there that have fighting for us, that have sacrificed for us. You mean a lot to me. Matter of fact, we collected over $1,900 for hurricane relief. I want to say that too. So 2 months ago, you guys were amazing. You guys referred people in the office, and we raised $1,500 for Homes for Troops, which we're building homes for the troops, for disabled veterans. And then last month in October, you guys referred people in, and all the money that we took in as new patients, we collected over $1,900 for that. I'm going to match that and donate to hurricane relief. So that warms my heart. You guys are so passionate about your care, getting well, but more importantly, you're committed to your health, you're committed to our family, and you're willing to go out there and share upper cervical with your loved ones. And there's no more better thank you than that, and I appreciate that. Dr. Cave appreciates that. All the doctors appreciate it. All the staff appreciates it. So again, we love you, appreciate you. Keep sending the referrals in. We can't reach everybody by ourselves. You guys know the people. We don't know them. If people are suffering, if they're on drugs, if they're sick, if they want to live a better life, let's help them get their brainstem checked. Let's get their atlas checked. Have a great night.